Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Mark's Life 101. I'm Mark, and this is my life.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Shannon. So I was just gonna give a little update. We had to treat one of our biggest billy goat that we just got. We had to treat him for pink eye. We noticed it the other day, so I went and got Sweet Feed today so we could get them into the building to get a hold of him to treat him. Which of course the Sweet Feed they all really enjoyed. All of them. Of course Simba likes it too. But we had to treat, I call him Samson. We had to treat Samson for pink eye. He's friendly, but he's kind of standoffish right now, I think, because of his eye. And he wasn't hard to catch. Mark caught him pretty easy while he was eating Sweet Feed. So we treated him for pink eye. And then the little white and black boy that was born in, I think it was February. When we went to go and take a bunch of them to the sale, we were going to take him because he's not friendly. And we couldn't catch him. We spent probably an hour out here running through the pasture trying to catch him, and you couldn't catch him. So he is sick also. We couldn't treat him for worms when we did everybody else because we couldn't catch him. But he's also got some upset stomach, so I wanted to separate him and treat him also. And I was kind of afraid I wouldn't be able to catch him, but he did go into the building with all the other goats to get Sweet Feed and actually didn't fight me too hard on that. So I was able to catch him, and I gave him some antibiotic and we gave him some wormer. And I put him in this little trailer that we have. It sits out here in between like the garden and the goat pasture. And usually I use it to like put them if I need to put some away from the others. So I caught him. Like I said, he wasn't hard to catch. And I put him in here. I'm going to go in here with him. There's little Spunky. So I treated him, and as you can see, he's got a dirty honey. But treated him and then put him in here. And wasn't hard to treat. He took the medicine just fine. He ate a little bit of Sweet Feed, and I think that was the first time he's actually had any Sweet Feed because he's been impossible to catch. Gotta stay in front of the door, but he is so pretty. Like, I love his little colors. He still won't come up to me, but he does let me pet him, which I've only held him once, other than today. So I think right now I can get him because he's not filling up to par. But he was born in, I think it was February. He was first. And I've only, like I said, caught him once. And he bucked like a wild buck, I guess you'd say, whenever I did hold him. So I didn't hold him long. And if he wasn't sick, I would have held him up close. But since he's in here, that'll give me the chance to come in here and pet him and hold him and kind of get him comfortable with me maybe and familiar with me. That way maybe he won't be so hard to catch whenever he goes back out in the pasture. So we treated him, gave him Sweet Feed. We're going to keep him in here for a few days or so, just kind of watch him, and might have to treat him again. But, I mean, he's eating, he's drinking, he's just got the obvious sign of being sick. And I call him Spunky because he bounced and carried on like a day or two after he was born. He's just been a bouncy little boy. So, anyway, now I gotta get out of this trailer without him getting out. So, that's what we did this afternoon. And everybody else seems to be healthy and fine. And little Star, the bottle baby, she keeps getting her head stuck in the fence here in the last 2 days. I got home today all the way at the bottom of the pasture with her head or her horns hung in the fence. So Samson's getting him some sweet feed now. So she's becoming, she wants to get out. She's not used to being in, and all the grass is greener on this side, of course. So she wants to be out here. And of course my chickens are all out, spread across the yard everywhere. It's all of them. Well, that's not all of them. The rest of them are somewhere around here. But that's the update for today. We'll check back on Spunky and I'll let y'all know how he's doing, and Samson with his pink eye. But they seem, I mean, they're eating, they're chewing their stuff, they're acting fine. Just, these chickens are chasing me. They follow me everywhere. I gotta feed them too. So, they're like little, see? You better stop. Get back. Get back. You can't walk around the yard when they come up, and I'm afraid they're gonna peck my legs. But last night, on the chickens, I'm watching to make sure they're not too close behind me. On the babies, when I had let them out to free range, and I let them put themselves up. And when I came out here to shut their doors, only one of the babies was in on the side with the bigger ones, which is where they're supposed to be. So I kind of thought something might have happened, but I figured I'd check it today when I got home. So I got home, and before I went and got feed, I noticed that one of them was on the other side of the pen with the younger chickens, not with its mama. And, I mean, it was fine, so it spent the night on this side of the pen with the other chickens last night. But I had happened to it because I did not see it last night when I shut the doors. Because I try to, if I leave them to that point, I try to count them to make sure everybody's in. And I didn't see it. And I walked around the yard to make sure, you know, see if I seen it. Couldn't find it, so I thought something had gotten it. But no, it was just on the wrong side. There's the one that didn't come back last night like it was supposed to, or go in the right side. It wants some food. It's chirping for mama. I've only got one egg today. A little less eggs, and I think it's just because the weather is kind of getting cooler at night, so they're not laying like they normally would. But anyway, that was the chores for today when I got home. Go get sweet feed for the goats, the chicken, or get feed for the chickens, and then round up all the goats, and then treat one for pink eye, and separate Spunky and treat him for him being sick. So I told them before I left work, said I gotta go home and farm, but I love it. I love having the chickens, and I love having the goats, especially I love the goats. So wouldn't trade it. But anyway, alright guys, well that's the update. Y'all make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and like button on our videos, and thank you for watching. God bless.